Migrant Writers of Singapore is the first multinational collective of migrants, brothers and sisters here in Singapore who have come together around a shared love of writing, but to go beyond that. It's not just a love of writing, but it's also a love of each other, a love of the community that we support together. Please look out for the rest of the events and join in if you can. Now, as we all know, this hasn't been an easy week for all of us, and those of us who support the migrant community and those in the migrant community as well. We have heard about the new cases in the dorms. We've heard about traffic accidents as well as worksite accidents. And these are all things that make our hearts very painful. But as anyone who supports the migrant community will know, these are not new challenges. Right? Already from before COVID, we have already heard about many such accidents, traffic accidents and worksite accidents, and many people being affected. But beyond all these accidents that appear in the news that we all read about, the theme of today's festival, mental health, really looks at the more invisible challenges and injuries that our brothers and sisters also face. A heavy mental health burden, even since before the time of COVID-19, has already been there, even if we don't see it in the headlines. I don't like the word accident that is being used to describe all of this, because it makes us think that all of these injuries, accidents, we can't help it, are inevitable. But actually, we should not forget that we can prevent them. And the same also applies to mental health, that there is a way to prevent the mental health stress and strain and anxiety that so many of us face. And not just in terms, we don't just have to see it as something that we have to cope with or we have to put up with, but there are real actions that we can take in the short term, as well as in the longer term, to make sure that no brother or sister has to face the invisible injuries of mental health or the visible injuries and accidents. So the theme of today's festival, which is Building Back Better, Mental Health Beyond COVID-19, I hope that after today, beyond this festival, even beyond this period of change, even as we adjust back to this new world that we are in, we will not lose sight of the importance of all of this. Not just a one-off day that we come together to think about what mental health means, but in the longer term, let's work together to make a lasting difference for our brothers and sisters.